This video goes out to Honest Red. This is his Twitter handle. Check him out. He's a pretty cool dude. I had no idea that any of this was happening without him. So he came to me and he asked me about it. See, that's what adults do. They come and ask questions instead of making wild accusations. So Red, you're awesome. Stay cool. Embrace the crazy. Before I start, I just want to say that Sister Danger mentioned that Base Mama's name is Victoria on stream. I'll try to find the clip to put in here, but if I can't, eek. So I feel comfortable calling her Victoria now that the name is out. My bad, guys. I forgot shit and I messed up. The best thing to do when you realize you've messed up or misunderstood something is to own up to it. So here goes. I do try my best to not really think about this dude, bro, so I guess I misremembered. I didn't think he had messaged me about Tonka. Also, I wasn't really aware of that channel until recently, when it started covering all the Kraut stuff. Also, listening to the thing that Victoria Base Mama mentioned regarding the panel Andy requested from her on the Bearing interview, I can also see that I misremembered that I challenged him like that. I wasn't serious. I was just shitposting, but still, I need to be forthcoming in stating that I didn't remember.
I know that I had said no to him and Crazy Hair wanting to do a panel. Basically, she just wanted to tell Andy what a mean meanie he was. I told her, look, this is a personal issue between you and him, and you need to handle it personally and not be dragging it, all over everything. You need to handle your personal stuff personally.
I reached out to Base Mama to get her to help me fix things, not fix things, I guess settle things, or make me feel comfortable going to the Kilroy event. I was met with resistance. I laughed about it, and then I let it go. I wish I could show you the tweets between myself and Base Mama, but since she has privated her account, I can't actually access any of her tweets. I'm not on her approved list, so fuck my life. In any case, people are allowed to change their mind, and as of November 22nd, according to my DMs with Andy, Adam, whatever, I've been very clear that I would only talk to him under the following 3 caveats. In all honesty, I just viewed Kilroy as a YouTube septic circle jerk where some alt-writers and some YouTubers that I challenged the ideas of were going to be at. But I can totally see why Victoria responded like she responded to me, super dismissively. She responded as a business owner with no customer service skills when I was wrongfully assuming that, or I should say wrongfully expecting her to respond kindly as an acquaintance. So Victoria, Base Mama, sorry, man. Okay? I'm sorry. But now let's get into responding to this Bearing interview that Victoria Base Mama had.
I've been happy to, offer and honor refunds. At the moment, the PayPal is kind of stuck because of the security breach that I wasn't aware of. So
okay, so the Federal Trade Commission, is that the one that that governs the advertiser laws and that sort of thing?
Yeah, and
but hang on a sec. Hadn't you already breached their laws or their regulation by advertising a list of speakers that you didn't already have signed up? Weren't you already in breach?
No, we've had at the bottom of the speakers page that the list was subject to change. You don't know when you go into it, who will end up signing on and who won't. And so you have to make some kind of allowance for that. And that's why we had that there.
I don't think that subject to change reasonably means it could be a totally different list.
Well, that's why it's there, essentially. That's also why I don't have a problem with offering refunds. If you don't feel like you're getting what you're paying for, then I don't expect you to.
Just so we're clear, anyone who wants a refund because they feel that this isn't the event that they've paid for, they can get a refund by how do they do that?
Well, I like I said, the PayPal has been basically hacked right now. So
it's been
or
hacked.
At least that's how PayPal is seeing it. So I have to prove my identity and all of the stuff. And
so the PayPal funds are frozen at this stage. Is that right?
At this moment, I'm restricted because of, like I said, what they perceived. I'm guessing that they perceived Sister being logged in from a different IP as a breach of security. because they informed me that I had a breach of security.
So while PayPal are waiting for your verification documents, etc., there are no refunds being issued. Is that right?
Yeah, and that actually started yesterday.
Do you have any idea how long it will take for that to be cleared up?
They said 3 to 5 business days, but I don't know because it's been escalated to something that has to be dealt with by a supervisor because I didn't respond because I didn't have access to that email. So I wasn't responding to their requests. So
remind me, why didn't you have access to the email again?
After Dave left, sister wanted to change all of the email passwords. So she did, and then she didn't pass that on to me.
Did you ask for it?
I didn't. It was attached to the social media, so I thought that everything was squared away because I'd already done this process with PayPal before.
I just got off the phone with PayPal regarding a completely different matter. At the end of my call, I asked to be transferred to the fraud department so I could ask them some questions about what Victoria had said on Stream with Bearing. And I can tell you that they confirmed what Base Mama said, that if an account is accessed through multiple IPs, it is locked down until they can contact the owner of the account. As for the refunds, I want everybody to feel confident that if you file a dispute with PayPal, you probably will get your refund, even if the account doesn't have any money in it. If the PayPal account has no money in it, I was told by the fraud department that what they do is they will issue you your refund, and then they'll send a collection agency after the owner of the PayPal account. So even if, worst case scenario, Victoria has moved all the funds or spent all the funds and there's nothing left in the PayPal account, you will get what is owed to you. Not to say that that is the case, but that is what Sister Danger has implied. I met Victoria at VidCon. She seemed super cool, super confident in her opinions, and she always had some pretty nice insight on things. I found her opinions to be intense, but not in a way that was off-putting, just in a way of she dominates a room, she dominates a conversation, and that's not a negative thing. And despite any beef that she might have with me, I honestly still think that she's a good person who bit off more than she could chew. I myself have been involved in the planning stages and the execution stages of conferences of the size and slightly larger of what she was planning with Kilroy, so I can totally understand how this can bury somebody, especially when you don't really have the skill set developed yet for running a conference of this magnitude and coordinating this number of speakers.
There has been just about 100 refunds requested so far. Okay, I have to go over the issue with the PayPal. I suspect that because Sister and I were logged in at the same time from 2 different IPs and 2 different locations, that caused PayPal to think that there was a security breach with the account. And they tried to get into contact with me to tell me that they needed identifying information, but at that time, Sister was the only one that had access to the email account that was attached to the PayPal.
Why was she the only one with access to it?
When Dave left, she wanted to change all of the passwords to all of the accounts, and I said, yeah, go ahead and do it. So I wasn't directly receiving that information, and she wasn't telling me that PayPal needed that information, which in retrospect, I should have been give me all of the passwords, and shouldn't have waited until she left to do that.
Was this Kilroy's main email address or something? Was it like an admin at Kilroy or something?
No, it's the email address that's attached to the PayPal account. It's the killerevent@gmail.com.
Okay.
Anyway, she had changed the password, and she was getting all of the alerts from PayPal, and I wasn't seeing them, and she wasn't telling me that I needed to address anything. Then yesterday, my account had limitations, and I didn't know why, so I called PayPal, and they said that personal identifying information on the account was not correct to my personal information. So I'm trying to figure out what happened there, and I have to go through this really long process of verifying my identity. I have to send them my social security card with my ID to prove that I'm the same person, and also my, bank statements and my articles of incorporation for the company and the paperwork establishing the business bank account.